Italian Sicilians do it better. Oh, can't you see? From cooking to comedy, it's pure family. Turn it up, this groove's for you. Queens in the house, bringing something true.
Oh, I thought that was the famous raspberry green tea out there that you guys don't really have.
No, this is Tropicana.
Oh, okay. You're getting fancy on me, bro.
Dude, you got a sweater on. What's the temperature in Florida? Is it cold?
Take the sweater off.
60,
Porca
40?
miseria.
You just said it, 48.
Stai morendo, Carlo, just looking at you.
You're making me want to take it off, but I'm cold.
Yeah, take it off. We're all over here hanging out. Nice.
All right, well, let's start.
It's-
Okay,
All right, go.
put me next to this guy right now.
All right, so let's go back a little bit. It's 1999. We're walking into a wedding. What do you notice that's there then that does not exist anymore today?
Y2K, bro.
We already jumped into the time machine. 1999.
We're in
Y2K.
1999.
But you're saying 99 specifically or the 90s?
Nah, in 90s.
90s.
I just gave you a year.
I like the 80s. What about the
Wait,
80s?
wait, or you're saying the end of the 90s and then the beginning of the 2000s? What are you saying?
You need to be specific here, Jay.
All right. Bust them
Yeah,
balls.
because honestly, those eras change a lot. So let's just say
All right.
late 90s, 2000s.
Right.
Late 90s, 2000s.
Okay.
You're walking
I
into
got
a
one.
wedding in the late 90s.
You saying what the weddings look like back then to what they look like now?
Yeah.
All right, well.
Well, the weddings then used to have ashtrays on every table.
Oh, yeah.
How about that?
Now we have to go outside to smoke.
Remember when you saw you two sitting there? Oh, you heard.
When the camera guy used to go around, he still used to go around with the microphone, right?
I was going to say that. I was going to say that.
That's his niche, bro.
Damn it. But let me ask you something.
Yo, no,
Let me ask you something.
Steal his.
Shit, man. Go next. I'm done.
Oh, my God.
But since Sal went already, there's another good one.
What?
What about the fog machine, the dry ice?
Oh,
That's not a thing anymore.
They used to have that long tube, and you used to go in when they were dancing and go,
Look like a big vacuum
Oh
cleaner.
my
But
God.
they
I
wanted
used
a
to
lot
do
of money for that, right? It was like ridiculous money just to get that little feature done or something.
Boo.
It wasn't cheap.
remember the girl that used to come out of the box like
cake?
like the no, not the like they used like
The bachelor party.
no, like the suitcase. The girl they used to open up the suitcase and she used to crawl out of it like a Circus Soleil thing.
Are you talking about a party or are you talking about fucking
I'm talking about
Sounds like a
wedding.
fucking magic show, bro. Where are we?
Remember the Jamaican guy? Remember they used to put
Oh,
on
the dong, the dong, dong,
I
dong, dong.
DJ'd thousands of weddings back then. I never saw a lady come out of a box out of a snake or whatever you're talking
Came out of Angelo's house.
Angelo, what kind of parties were you having?
But then again, I never really went to a lot of weddings and festive shit. Just never really. So honestly, what they used to have, I don't know.
I mean, I could give you one. Back then, there was a lot more weddings, period, than there is now. So,
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
by the way, for the kids at home, this is iced tea, Arizona. it's iced tea.
Arizona.
Arizona iced tea.
We're not sponsored by Arizona.
I don't want people thinking I'm drinking on the air.
It's okay, bro. Listen, they're not allowed to judge. They can't judge you, bro.
Bro, it's not.
I'm just saying. What do you think? This is water?
It's iced tea, guys.
But there's tons of stuff. Like the other one, which is another thing that Sal's does, is talking on the mic, passing it around to family members.
No.
Why do you think that changed? Let me ask you this question: have you guys ever rewatched a wedding video in anybody's in general? Like I
Yeah,
don't.
you know what? I don't know. My kids used to love watching mine.
really.
My wedding was just a freaking party. It was constant like music the whole time. So it's people dancing. But yeah, my kids used to love watching it. My sister used to watch her wedding video a lot, to be honest with you. My nieces and nephews did. But yours is probably VHS?
DVD.
DVD?
Yeah, I made it. I made it to DVD.
Yeah.
Listen, those gray
so
hairs.
people were dancing the entire time at your wedding?
Yeah, it was my wedding was like
So what's the whole?
straight party.
Yeah.
where'd you
People
get
must have
married?
been fucking starving.
Crescent
People
Beach.
must have been stuck.
We got married on the beach.
Everybody
actually.
everybody
Yeah.
at the wedding was like, Minchia, guando ne
They're all fucking ootsing over there. Where's the pasta?
I got married on one of the islands.
Nice.
Long Island.
Oh, okay, that island. Yeah.
Crescent Beach Club.
That's cool.
I attempted to show my kids my wedding video. Well, the other one was too young, but Leela is too emotional.
Right.
So she started crying, so she didn't want to see no more.
Like my kids, they watch it and they keep on asking, why wasn't I there?
So what's a good answer for that? Like, what do you say?
Oh, ask your mother.
Yeah, I know. I put my wedding video now. It's in an antique shop downtown Brooklyn.
I'm hanging out with a bunch of old people.
But to his point, less people are definitely getting married. At least,
Yeah.
less people also getting married in a church as well.
Yeah.
A lot of people are doing it on beaches or wherever the catering place usually favors that too. So they'll do it for you there.
How I know a lot less people are getting married because I was briefly, let me get to you about 2 years. I did the dating site stuff, and there's so many women in their late 30s, early 40s, never married, not married, no kids, no. So you're seeing that more and more. You're meeting a lot more women like that more and more because nobody wants to get married anymore, especially the way divorce rates are at 72%. Why would you?
I would like to add to that.
Like they said-
also their standards are getting more and more higher.
Yeah, like if you go skydiving, right, and they say you got 72% chance of that parachute not opening, right? What are you gonna do? You're not gonna go on the fucking plane. You're not gonna jump off that
Right.
plane. But people are still, go for it.
doing
and
the
they get
plunge.
married,
Right.
and they do the plunge.
Are you trying to tell our viewers they shouldn't get married?
No, I'm not saying that. Marriage I think is a beautiful thing. I loved being married, so I would never knock marriage down, but you just have to be. It's just I don't want to make the show about that, but
No.
it's just very selective now. You got too much out in your face now. People are always curious now. So, you know what? Let's.
It's
bring
not
up this
just that.
topic.
You know what it is? So I'm just gonna end with this.
Yeah.
It's not just that. I'm also on those dating sites. I'm looking and everything. You have to see what these thresholds are. They want 6-figure salaries. They want tall dudes.
well,
they
that
want
is
this.
true, too.
It's insane. You can't even put your foot in the water, bro.
That is true too, but I am meeting a lot more people now that I become friends with that have gotten divorced years ago, and like 4, 5, 6 years ago they've been divorced, and they still haven't met anyone. There's so many people like that. Their second time around, they can't meet anyone. So I say to myself, if you're trying to go and meet someone so bad, why don't you just work on your fucking marriage in the first place? If you can't meet anyone, why don't you just work on your marriage? There's two ways that I say divorce has to be. If there's like domestic violence involved, cheating involved, you know what? There's no fixing that. But other things, they can be fixed. So you decide to, separate yourself from your family. You decide to break up your family. And now here you are, 5, 6 years, 7 years later, you still can't find that other person. Maybe you should have just worked on your marriage.
But right there, you said the magic word. Worked. A lot of people don't want to work. They
because
want
there's
instant
Right,
gratification.
but hold on, there's too much in your face now. People don't want to work on their marriage. They're like,
No.
oh my God, look at Carmine. I found Carmine on Facebook. Carmine looks freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Let me reach out to him. There's so much in your face now. Back then, there wasn't that. There was no curiosity back then. Now the curiosity is in your face. Now marriages are lasting 1, 2 years, 3 years tops. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
just-
but people do fall out of love. It does happen.
No, of course that
It does happen.
It does happen. But people
So
that fall,
there's
hold
nothing
on.
to fix
But
if
people
it
that
falls out of love.
people that fall out of love, Frank, unfortunately, they
Angelo.
still
Sorry,
stay.
I'm Angelo.
Some people that fall out of love still stay and don't break up their families
Right.
until their kids are older and they. Could
So you're gonna
just
stay
go to-
miserable for the rest of your
No,
another
I'm not
20
saying
years?
that. I'm not saying that. People do fall out of love. Absolutely.
It happens.
Do you think my parents loved each other?
I think we all had that problem. I think we all got that problem right now.
My parents couldn't stand each other.
Right.
My parents couldn't stand each other. But yeah, they were still married for what? 45 fucking years?
But do you think that's just like the old school way and we're stuck together? It is what it is.
Yeah, that's definitely is the old school.
Misery
right? You
needs
know what I mean?
company. That's what it is. They would rather be miserable with somebody else than miserable by themselves.
Yeah, but you know what it is? Like, I've been married now almost going to be 18 years in next year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's crazy how fast it goes.
Your wife deserves a fucking trophy and a half, bro.
So it's good. You go through like sometimes you don't speak as much during the week because the kids, we'll talk on the way to work, and we talk at the most weirdest times. So finally, sometimes like, when you realize like, oh man, like this is this is the person. Like when times like, when I was in the hospital over the summer, she was right there next to me, like, for those 2 days. She didn't go home. All she was thinking about was me, doctors and this. When something happens, they got your back, right, wrong, or indifferent. And
Dedication.
you're like, dedication. And that's the kind of things that you're like, wow, like all the other stuff doesn't matter.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter, all the babadoot and this stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, but no, I told you.
Because we don't talk, or because I only saw her twice this week. Like, you know what I'm saying? All that other stuff just goes out the window. When they're there for you and you have somebody that's got your back,
Listen,
it's all
it's
that
not
matters.
just that, man. Remember, when you're dating, what are you doing? You're showing a side of yourself that you needs to be presentable, likable, whatever. That may not be you on a 24-hour basis.
Right.
Now you're together. Now you have to show who you really are. And guess what? When that happens, that's when things can fall apart.
right.
That's
I-
one side.
I became friends with someone. This woman I know. I became really good friends with her. We went on one date like 2-3 years ago, and we just became friends. We decided to be friends. So once in a while, we text each other, "Hey, how you doing? How the kids? Blah blah blah." She's been divorced now for about 8 years, but she's constantly going on date after date after date, and her ex-husband is such a good fucking guy. Like, she speaks so highly of him.
So what happened?
And hold on. She speaks so highly of him, and he's great with the kids. And I told him one night, I'm like, why don't you just work and get back with your ex-husband? And she's like, why are you telling me that? I'm like, think about you. You're telling me all these great things about him. You're going on date after date after date. Why don't you just work on your marriage?
You think at that point she just wants to be free?
I it's just at that point, it's just like,
Maybe it's just not for everybody, man.
it's not. It's just, I don't know.
Thanks for bringing up bad shit,
All right,
Jay.
that's it. I changed the topic.
Mickey, I was hoping you guys brought up the chicken dance, the anything. You guys, I feel like I'm on a fucking episode of Jerry Springer or Love Island right now. It's crazy.
Electric slide.
The electric slide. There you go. There's the other
The
one.
chicken dance, the friggin' the dances that we had with the jackets. We had those jackets.
There you go.
Sal used to be a dancer.
Line dances.
Yeah,
Yeah, line
forget
dances
about
are kind
it,
of
though.
gone. They don't do line dances no more.
Nah, it's because it's whack now. It's
Cha-cha
like,
I feel like
slide,
but
the
I feel
electric
like the
slide.
fun in most things kind of went away.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. It's just that things are looking more corny now. They're not as into it as they used to be. It's just nobody really wants to do it anymore.
I miss
We used to have the introduction because I was a dancer for I started when I was, my God, 15 years old.
Can you show us
16
one of
years
your
old,
moves, or-
and we used to go to the reception, the hall, like 3 hours before the wedding and make a routine. And we had a routine literally, and we used to have an opening before the wedding with the light show and the opening.
That's
It was
crazy.
It was sick,
pretty
but
cool.
you don't see that anymore.
No,
I didn't even.
I think we hired dancers once for a party of ours. I don't remember which one, but it was a thing back then.
I think
it
it
was a
was
thing.
I think it was my communion
Probably.
I wasn't.
Where'd you have your communion?
on Woodhaven Boulevard. What's that place over there?
POPOs?
Best chic in it and all
No,
Queens.
it was a catering.
You mean
hall.
Roma
I don't remember
View
the name.
on Crossbay Boulevard?
Roma View. Is that Cross Bay?
That's
It's
nice.
been a
That's
while.
not
It's been
joke.
4 years. I haven't been there. Relax.
Roma View is still there, and Roma View
Is
is
it?
still Roma View is still. We have a Christmas party there for my company every year.
Do you guys remember when they used to have to pass around fazzoletto to win the centerpiece?
Yeah.
It's nah. Again, that's.
There was all
above
different
my
games.
time.
It would
Yeah,
be
there was
if there's
another
a penny
game.
or something.
Whose birthday was the
yeah.
Whose birthday was the closest to the bride and grooms wins the centerpieces. It was that. Did you raffle away the centerpiece?
Raffle away the centerpiece. Now the centerpiece is all rented, so you can't
Yeah,
raffle.
but more importantly, let me ask you something. Do you think it's necessary to tip that guy in the bathroom every time you go in there?
Hey, I used to be that guy, and yes, if I'm gonna listen to you take your shit, you're giving me $1, bro. I don't want to
I
hear
just
that.
go wash my hands and
Nah,
something. I
don't care.
gotta give
Did
him
I hand you
$1
a
in that
napkin?
thing.
Did I hand you a napkin?
I don't take it.
No.
I just wash them like I
Stop! Don't tell me you do that.
I wipe them on myself like this.
Stop, bro. All right, that was my job for a little while.
I go
bro.
psych and I don't take it.
Russo's on the base still has that guy in the bathroom.
Does he?
Still today.
Same guy?
Same guy.
Nice.
He's on a wheelchair now. I could actually see Angelo drying his hands not to pay the $1.
Fucking.
And then when he's not looking, then I'll grab it. While he's cleaning the toilets or something.
No, it is. It's also like you go to the bathroom 3-4 times in the 4 hours.
Yeah,
you're
you got to
there.
give him like $5 by the
Drinking.
time you're gone.
Just for handing you a napkin. I mean, I feel like you're tipping for every little thing now.
Bro,
anyway.
the guy
Back
is in the
then, I
bathroom.
thought that was crazy.
He's in the bathroom smelling your shit. for hours. I think that
Yeah,
he
but
deserves a buck.
No one told him to be there.
Someone needs to do the job. What do you mean? Don't told him
He
to be
could-
there.
What job? What job?
That's a job.
It's a
All right,
union.
all right, hold on. What about back in the day at the clubs? Would you tip that guy with
mean,
the
first of all,
cologne jar and all that stuff?
Why are you shitting
Same
at
guy.
Why are you shitting at a wedding? I mean, unless you got it sick.
Bro, come on. I know people who shit in weird
happens.
places,
It
bro.
happens. Now, would you tip the guy at the club? Let's just say you went to a club back in the day. Would you tip the guy at
This
the
guy's taking all my
attendant?
fucking lines.
Would you do it?
I'm gonna start saying, let me ask you something.
Honestly, because he's here, I hear us saying it more often.
Maybe because you guys are sitting together, the energy's too.
It's rubbing off over here. I'm becoming a little more like Salsa. I even look like him too a little bit.
Yo, I swear to God, I hate to mention it, but I swear to God, when I first met the both of you, I asked him, are they cousins? Are they related somehow?
And what did I say to
Bro,
you?
you were like, no.
I was like, please don't ever say that in front of
Yo,
Angelo.
I couldn't believe it, dude.
So
Go ahead, go. I'm sorry.
I gotta
After
ask,
you.
what's with the mustache?
The mustache. I went into a mustache contest, and unfortunately, I lost. But this is the repercussion of it. This is what happens.
To be honest,
You
with you,
gotta-
after watching that Menendez Brothers special, I feel really uncomfortable sitting next to him.
Who has the hairpiece?
it's good.
That special was so messed up.
It was, but it was good, though.
You ever grow just a mustache or no?
No, I always did either goatee.
Right.
I had at
It's like a
one
90s
point,
thing.
yeah, I had the chin strap, but it didn't work because I had this muffin at the bottom over here.
Wait, you told me once you did a line all the way.
No, I didn't do that. The opposite, right here.
What about you, Frey? You always had a beard, gotea? Let's go around the clock.
I've
over here.
always had a goatee. A beard is
Right.
maybe what 5 years old now.
Right.
No,
You, Sal?
always a beard like this.
Always, even
Pretty much.
even in the 2000s.
No, 2000s. They used to be clean cut.
shaven.
Because I remember back in the early 2000s, I used to be a doorman on the Upper East Side, and we couldn't have facial hair.
Oh, yeah.
jeez.
So I had to shave.
So-
Ever since when I left that job, that's when I stopped shaving. So it's been a long time.
I can't picture you with a clean face.
And I worked
look.
for Alitalia back then. I mean, 1999. That's what I remember. 1999. If I gotta look at you, where do I look at? I look at the
you
TV
look-
or I
you
look
look
at the camera.
Yeah, over there.
The camera. Okay. So 1999, I worked for Alitalia on 666 Fifth Avenue. I was a reservation agent. So if you wanted to book a flight with Alitalia, you would call me. I was so fucking mean to people. Now you know why those 1-800.
See?
Because it's such a frustrating job, you know. You're dealing with these guineas all day.
Because they're Viquerede. You're dealing with the
I did
Viquerede.
that was my first real job. I did it for like 2-3 years.
How many disconti did you give away?
Forget it. I went to Italy once for $59.
Me, that's great.
It was worth it, bro.
Yeah,
Come on.
I paid the tax.
There you go.
I thought when you say I
sat
work
with
for
the
Alitalia-
luggage, though.
When you say I work for Alitalia, I thought you were gonna say like you worked on the plane, like you know,
Yeah, I worked on the plane.
like as an attendant. I could picture you being an attendant up there.
Oh,
you know,
not an attendant. Come on.
yeah, it's legit.
He's
though.
got the charisma for it, but I
That's what
don't.
I'm saying. Every once in a while, I'll be with
That
Alitalia
job
for a
doesn't even
little bit.
exist anymore, right? Now
It doesn't
it's all
because everything's
computerized.
online.
Right.
You know, I remember when I quit. I was so frustrated. I'm like, I quit. I'm out of here. They're like, yo, this iced tea is so good. They said, they said you got to put it in writing that you're leaving. I said, all right. I got a piece of paper. I wrote, I quit. And I left. I swear this is not even. Yo, I was 19 years old. I didn't care. I was like, I wrote, I quit on a piece of paper and I signed my name.
Oh,
Yeah, who do I give it to? You gotta go.
Because I
walk
got
around.
mad because one time this is why they got mad at me. I got written up because I got nasty with someone on the phone and they were listening to you.
Right. They
They were listening to you and they're like, why did you curse that guy out?
Oh shit.
Because he was an asshole. Like, oh, all right, whatever. Now you suspended for 2 days. I'm like, I quit.
have you ever got fired before? Anybody?
No.
walked
I
away
never got
from a lot of
fired.
jobs.
That was closest that I've gotten to get
How
fired.
about quit? Like something similar to what Sal did?
I've quit.
I've quit.
I've quit. I've had to. It was
I
just
quit.
getting
I
ridiculous.
quit. You know where I quit?
Oh god.
Private sanitation. I work for Mr. T, private sanitation. I don't know if you know Mr.
right
T's
down
right here. So most guys don't make it the night. That's how bad this job is. Like it's
What? The night?
you're picking up containers, rats, raccoons. It's not house garbage, bro. It's containers.
Yeah, but you're not picking up the containers. It's going like this.
Yeah, all
and
right.
dumping,
Where's the rat coming out of here? It's coming out of a container. And you're also picking up bags from businesses. But I lasted 6 months because at the time I quit my job because
You needed a
Long story short, my mother-in-law and my mother got sick, so they were my babysitters. So I had to quit my job and work nights. That's before I started with the MTA. So I lasted 6 months. Then I almost lost my thumb.
How?
Like the container got caught between the thing. I went in the hospital. Then I was like, that's it. I'm done. I'm done.
That sucks.
You talk about koi. I used to work in a marble shop. You know the clamp that grabs the marble?
Yeah.
But when it goes on, you have to guide it on.
Right.
The guy caught my finger and the marble together.
You started going up with it?
But no, but yeah, minka. If my finger could hold up 300 pounds, it'll be amazing. You know the part that scissors?
Yeah.
My finger was in there.
What happened?
So if he went up, it would hurt. If he went down,
Did you start screaming? So you let go?
dude, I had like 14 people around me figuring out how to do it. That I even remember my boss, he was like, poo, 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 like just to wet
Just
it up.
enough to get it off.
Dude, it was the most painful thing ever.
What about you, Giannuzzo? What about you?
You don't have to look at the camera. Have I ever quit?
Yeah, you ever
a
quit?
job?
You ever leave somewhere? What's the deal with you over there?
Well, my first or second job I was at for like 12 years before I moved here, and I stayed at that job. I started when I was 18, and
See, you're dedicated. I got to tell you, you're the right way.
And then when I moved here, I got the first job I can get. That was the goal. And then until I found the job I wanted, which I got now. So that was the only job I quit to get the job I have. I've been there for 4 years.
He's dedicated.
So let's. I never knew your story of why you went to Florida. Why did you go to Florida? I know your mom's out there.
Yeah.
And obviously, does your wife have family there?
Well, my mom wasn't out here when I bought the house.
Oh, okay.
It was just my brother. He was here. So I came to visit my brother. And they were building everywhere around here. And me and my wife just got engaged. So I saw like they were building a house. It was like a 4-bedroom house, 4-bathroom for like 250 grand. I was like, what?
Wow.
Excuse me.
That's
So
the day
when I
to break my heart.
So then I decided, I was like, you know what? Like, we want a family, obviously. We want kids. We want to be able to afford a house. I'm like, if we're going to do this jump, let's do it now before we have kids, because then we'll never leave.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we did on
You did the
Thanksgiving.
right- I really-
4 years ago. Thanksgiving. Yeah. 4 years ago on Thanksgiving is when I moved here.
I
think you did the right choice, bro. I'm telling you. I mean, I
I
remember.
didn't want to leave. I mean, it was like the hardest thing
I
I've
know.
ever had to
I
do,
almost moved to Florida. Me, my ex-wife, and my son. We almost 1 year. We were actually really considering it. But what? It was hard to leave the job. It's hard to leave. You know, she's a teacher, and I just got into the MTA, and it's just like hard to pick up and leave.
Why were you considering leaving though? What was your like
It was
roughly?
just because we took a trip to go. It was her grandmother's 90th birthday, so we all took a trip to I think it was Pensacola, Florida, and my son was like a totally different kid there. You know how my son has needs, but he was just like so happier and like calm with and we're like, is it because of the weather or
Total environmental
it's
change.
a whole different environment? And that's why we literally considered it because of that, and we almost took the jump, but
Wow.
it just didn't work out.
Yeah, it happens.
I remember how hard it was for G to tell me when he was going to Florida.
Dude, I broke down crying. Like,
I was so
broke-
mad
'cause
when he
I didn't
told me.
think I would ever do
slammed
it.
my phone down because at the time it was like, all right, my brother went. You know, that bothered me. But I said, hey, my mom's still here, my brother's still here. And my brother worked with me for a long time. And then I find out my mom, but just remember, he already did it, but he didn't know how to tell me. My mom breaks the news to me that she was going too. So it's like everybody's falling down like dominoes. And then he finally told me too. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And I hung up the phone. I didn't want nothing no more.
Here's a question for you, Frank. Would you ever consider?
No.
You have to drive there and take your whole family. You don't have to
Look, I love it there. I'm in the same thing what you just said. I felt like I've built so much here because it's not about me, right? I have my wife, I have her family, I got my kids.
All right.
Then the job,
I didn't forget about that. I was just, I didn't forget about it. I thought maybe they would come too.
and then also like you said, jumping ship.
I mean, you sell these 2 houses, you could buy a whole land over there. But just saying.
You could buy half of Florida. For me, jumping ship is scary. Like I don't know what to.
But that's why your brother did it at the right time. He did it before he had kids, before he started a family. So
Yeah.
he definitely had it easy.
I know exactly what you mean, Frank. So like 2001, 2002.
You too?
Well, no, my parents go. They're like with my brother. Like we're
Yeah, he
moving.
went from Queens to Long Island, so he, he didn't know.
My parents actually moved to Vegas.
Get out of here.
Yeah. for a year.
That mustache.
For a year.
The mustache is making a lot more sense now.
They moved to Vegas. So they go to me, do you want to come to Vegas? So we're going to move to Vegas. And, we're going to try to find a better life there.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. So my brother, they took him out of high school. Like,
You have family there or something?
I
Like,
got family there in
so
Vegas.
that's why they chose Vegas.
really?
Yeah, so my grandmother had a place there. My uncle lives there. And, so my parents are like, oh, we're going to try to start a new life there.
Your grandma's still alive?
No, she's not alive anymore. No. So they're like, we're gonna try to start a new life there. But I'm like, I'm not going. I had just met my wife. I had my job for a few years. I had no interest in going. I pitched a fit. So my mother's like, all right, we'll keep the house and then you can live downstairs and then we'll see what happens in a year. Within like 9 months,
Tell me the story. That's right.
they came back and they're like,
So you never ended up going?
I never ended up going.
So they turned around.
How long did your father last?
Over there?
Yeah.
Not even a year, they were back.
Why'd they come back for? Because they were ready to make the plunge.
They were ready to make the
and
move.
then they actually fucking did it.
Yeah,
But
then
to
they
come
did
back,
it.
wait a
They
minute.
rented over there.
sweating.
He can't get caught with him.
110 degrees over here.
They found jobs. My brother went to school over there, 12th grade or 11th grade, whatever it was, and they couldn't. It wasn't for them. They're like, good thing we didn't sell the house. They came back.
Good.
And
You look like Bill Gates a little bit with that mustache.
I wish I had his money.
Pull a picture of Bill Gates during this episode next to him.
Or Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
Oh, Freddie. I see Freddie. Yeah.
But so I know what you mean. When everybody
I didn't know this story.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So like,
Vegas,
I
out
know
of
what
all
you
places.
mean. I know what you mean. Like all of a sudden telling you we're gonna go, and then now I'm like by myself in a basement. Upstairs is getting rented, and I'm like, now I live.
So you were in the basement with who? Your wife?
No, just by myself at the time, and it was weird because my mother was doing everything for me, even at like 21, 22 years
So
old.
wait a minute. How old were you at this time?
I graduated in '99, so by like 2001, 2002.
So your parents owned the house, though.
yeah, they owned the house.
So
and
you
I
lived
was
in the
living
basement,
downstairs. Yep.
and then somebody rented.
And somebody else rented upstairs, and but it was like lonely. It was,
Wow.
It was lonely. Even though I had family in the area and stuff, and I was going out with my wife, but it was lonely.
This is in Queens or Long Island?
Long Island, Franklin Square. So
Yeah, that's the feeling I have. Like, I can't say lonely because I do have my wife and kids,
right,
but you just feel like that piece is
Like an
missing.
emptiness.
Yes.
I get it. I know exactly what you're saying.
Normally, Italians move Gambani upstate.
Right.
I'm surprised they went to the other side of the world.
Yeah.
But gee, now this is the question. Like I've asked them before. Now that you're there, right? There's no turning back to New York because you love it there.
Yeah.
What is
Yeah,
what
I'm
sticks
not
out to you that's different about Florida that you enjoy?
Everyone here, if you guys ever came to Florida and stayed for a while, everything is so like calm. Like I was so used to that fast-paced environment where it's constant on the go. And here it's 100% not like even the work. You know what I mean? I'm used to 4 or
But
5
isn't
tasks
like
at a
it's
time.
in our blood to be like that? So I know you're saying it's very slow paced, but aren't you still fast paced for them?
Yeah, it makes me look better.
Right. No, you go over there, bro. You walk into the store, whatever, and I keep looking at them like, why the fuck is everybody moosha over here?
Right.
Like, I don't understand. Because they got nowhere to go. They're
Right,
there.
they're
They're
taking
going to
their
take their time, and if you like it,
chilling out.
great.
We're talking about like leaving places and getting homesick and leaving family. I think about what my parents sacrificed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I was born in Sicily. They literally left their whole family. My mother was one of 7. She left all her brothers and sisters, her
She had
parents.
nobody here.
No one here. My mother had no one here.
Wow.
She had not one relative here. My father had one sister here, but he had 3 siblings in Italy. So they got up and just left to give us a better life. Give me and my sister a better life. Then my brother was born here. He's the only one that was born here. But think about what they sacrificed. Think about what people that came from another country sacrificed.
Right.
And now my father retired. He's back in Sicily living like a king. But it's insane.
And the plunges, thinking about it, it's like my pops, because like you said, you had family. Both my father came here on his own with no goal in his 30s.
Yeah.
So he came off the Navy ship. I'm here. Let's do what we got to do. And he met my mother.
He's that old? They didn't have the plane stuff?
Yeah, no, because he was a merchant marine. He was a merchant
that's
marine, and
awesome.
then
Really?
he was in the Navy. Then he was on the merchant marine, and then he ended up.
He
it's no
came here
joke.
by merchant. That's sick.
I think so. Yeah, if I believe so. Yeah.
You've prepared the Santa Maria.
So, and he actually came here prior because one of his ports was New Orleans, And he was telling me about that. He told me it was just nuts over there. I think he was there during Mardi Gras time.
Yeah.
And it was just nuts. He
Got beats like an animal.
oh, bro, are you kidding me? You gotta forget about it.
Is that your communion bracelet on your wrist?
This one? No.
Has your name on it?
It has my name on it though. It does have my name on it though. No, my original bracelet got robbed off me. I got a gunpoint to my face.
Wait
and
a
took my
second.
bracelet.
Hold on a minute. Aspetta.
In case he forgets
Wait
his
a
name, he
second.
goes, holy shit.
No,
That's
no,
my-
When?
Give me one.
Let my brother and him tell you the story because it's hysterical. Because they were on the phone when it
I was on the
happened.
phone. All right.
Wait, so when was this?
I'll tell you this. I was
In the 2000s?
Yes, I was
Okay.
16 years old. I used to hang out with my friend Joe, whose grandmother used to live in the neighborhood on this side of Glendale. And it was pretty late. I was like, fuck it. My parents never really gave me a curfew. Go home when you go home. That's it. It was like 2 a.m. I'm walking home. You know the underpass on Cooper Avenue?
Yeah.
Okay. What is the one thing they always tell you?
Uns camminare da desira. Uns giro
And I
parco
did the
desira.
total fucking opposite. So I'm walking home 2 a.m. and he was already up. So I'm having him on the phone. My little bleep bleep, my little Nextel.
Yeah.
We're just talking on the phone. Some guy, I noticed that he was drunk. But we kept doing this back and forth thing. Like I would stop to tie my shoe, he moved forward. Like he wasn't paying attention. Then he went to go throw up in a corner. Right? So then I walked past him. But I'm still on the phone with this fucking guy over here. So I'm talking over there. We're going back and forth. Finally, he gets ahead of me, disappears. So he must have turned a block somewhere. All right, who gives a shit,
He went
right?
up the stairs.
So where are you at this point?
At this
in the
point, I'm
middle
by
of
the
the
gas
underpass.
station. I'm by the gas station, the Getty.
Okay.
The Getty gas
Oh, you're
station.
right. You're right to go under.
I feel like
Ready
we
to
could
go under.
recreate this
Okay.
in a video, in a skit.
I get it.
definitely can.
Okay.
Go right under. So I don't see anybody. I'm like, all right. Gee, I'm like around the block because I used to live on 69th and,
Right.
and 80th.
So you take a shortcut.
That was the only way to get over.
Exactly.
Either take the stairs under the underpass or go there. Doesn't matter. I still
Right.
had to go there.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, I'm by the underpass, whatever. I'm getting under. And then all of a sudden, this fucking guy comes out of the staircase, gun to my face.
No.
Yeah. And then out of shock, I
got
dropped the
Gangster?
phone. Huh?
The Geister.
No, that's the thing. You're cool when it's happening.
Right.
It's the after.
Right.
So I'm on the phone. I dropped the phone. I was kind of like mad. I was like, fuck. So now he was like, yo, take off your chain. I had my dad's chain that he bought when he was a teenager in Italy, bro. Loved it. It was like a 20-year-old fucking chain, dude. Yeah. Ripped it off my neck. I'm like, you motherfucker. So then he goes, run your bracelet. So took the bracelet off.
Now, how old was this guy roughly?
Oh, he was in his 30s, bro. 30s, maybe
I got
40s.
questions. I'm interrogating him. I want to see what's going on over here.
So
I mean-
I take the bracelet off, right? I give it to him. And then he goes, all right, walk.
But didn't he take the phone?
Ashpe. Because I dropped the phone, but he did pick it up.
Was he
But
still
not-
chirping away?
Oh, no, he's listening and I'm on the other side.
No. When you dropped the phone, it disconnected.
Oh,
I
it
didn't know
did?
what
I thought you
happened.
were still connected.
I knew nothing.
Okay, so he knew
Until
nothing.
you called me.
Hold on. So he picks up whatever, then he goes, walk.
What? So now he's got you at gunpoint?
At gunpoint. Hold on. I'm walking past him. I'm like, all right.
Mike shot him.
Hold on. He goes, walk. I'm like, okay. So I'm walking. Then he goes, walk. So what the fuck am I doing? I'm walking. All right, I'm walking. Walk. And then he puts his foot to my head. He wanted me to run.
You should have said
I
run.
turned around and I said, I run for no one. Shoot me.
Right.
And he just ran up the stairs.
He
So
took
I
off.
walked home. What the fuck am I going to do at that point? Take it away, G.
Did this happen yesterday? Or
16 years old.
So, like 15 minutes, 20 minutes later, and it's this guy who robbed him.
oh my
Also, the
god!
guy took
Now,
your
I
phone?
still-
Story. You keep interrupting. No, I'm joking. That's okay. No, you're supposed to ask questions.
Hold on. I got to
This
know.
guy-
I got to
No,
know.
you're right.
I haven't heard from Marcus yet, but this guy calls me from Marcus' phone. I thought it was him. I answered it, and it's like 3 o'clock in the morning now. So I'm sleeping. I got woken up. He goes, yo, you tell that motherfucker if he says something, I know where he lives. I'll go kill him and his family.
And what'd you say?
Okay. And I hung up.
That's the guy who has my back. Not you stupid motherfucker. If I find you first, I'm gonna kill you. No.
He was tired, bro. It was in the middle of the night.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
but-
That should
Yo,
have raised his
Marco.
blood pressure.
What am I gonna do? The guy
Make
already
empty
robbed me.
threats like anybody else.
Oh, so he took your phone?
He took my phone, he took my bracelet, and he took my chain. He calls him a half hour later. Tell that fat motherfucker if he says anything, I'm gonna kill him and his family. And then he goes, okay. And then he goes back to bed.
Did you ever see this guy again?
I thought I did.
When?
And I wanted to do something about it, but I was told by my close friends here, don't do nothing.
Wait, so you did see him again?
Again, it was at night.
Here's the thing. He told me who it is.
He's
I know the
assuming.
person that he's telling me.
Right.
But I feel like it can't be. And then it's like it's an assumption. What are you gonna go up to someone and say? Hey, you robbed me?
Exactly. Because they looked exactly alike. I was so fucking bro. You know when you're convinced, and then there's a million things that run through your head. Was that even a real gun?
Probably not.
When I wanted to do something when he went to bend down to get the stuff, I thought he was so fucked up that he would bring the gun down with him, like to pick it up. He kept it on me the whole time. So I was gonna do something, but he kept it on me, so I didn't even bother. And all that runs through your head when I got home was, I just got robbed.
At that age, I got robbed. Me and my friend James were on the subway, and they robbed him of his chain. They just yanked it off his neck.
Yeah,
We were about 16 years old, I think.
That's
It
right.
happens.
It was in the Golani and stuff when you go out. You're not supposed to
Especially
do
that chain. He's been wearing that chain since Zachary's.
Oh shit!
Chain right there. Look.
You're right.
Look how he perfectly
It gets tighter and
represents his hair.
pretty soon it's gonna be a choker. Every time I see him, it's getting tighter and tighter on his neck. It really is.
That's
wasn't
it.
that-
That's the neck. That's the necklace. That's it. That's what we
When I
wear.
met you, it was touching your nipple. Now
The holidays are coming.
That chain has not come off
It
since
hasn't come off. It hasn't.
2005.
But that's how I was with my dad's chain. The minute he gave it to me, that shit never came off, dude. That was now part of my body. That was it. Never came off not once.
What'd you tell your dad? Like your dad was.
Dude, I got home.
terrible.
He woke up. My mom was there,
the
and he was
shit
like,
out of
"What happened?" That came after. He got up. He goes, "What happened?" I'm like, "I got a gun put to my face, and I got robbed." He goes, "You okay?" Oh yeah. He goes, "You gonna do that again?"
look, it's his fault.
No, not get robbed again. Like, are you gonna be out late at night like that, walking in places like trying to be like, you gonna do that again? I'm like, no. It was good. Lesson learned. I'm like, yeah, but now your chain's gone.
Did you know about that?
He wasn't thrilled, but hey, I'm alive. I don't know. That's
exactly.
that's a pretty shitty.
You call the cops? See, put out a PBA for him? What
Nah,
is the
for
deal?
what, man? For what? That's what that place is known for quick getaways. They rob you, run up the stairs, go back into Glendale, and they're gone. That's it. There's no getting back.
Yeah.
I would like to thank the car that drove by and saw the whole thing. Thank you for your assistance. Fucking asshole.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
Bathroom.
Meat cigar. This is terrible, though. That's horrible.
That's what it is, though. Listen, I take responsibility. I took the chance. I rolled the dice staying out
Did you go
that
to the
late.
pawn shops around there to see if any jewelry
Nah,
got
jewelry
dropped
that
off?
good, he's going to keep it. Trust me.
Bro, when I was.
So look, I don't live there anymore, right?
No.
But we all have kids, minus Marco.
Yeah.
Not to
Thank
to
you.
put you out. But like, do you trust putting your kids or having your kids walk home that late at night, regardless of their age?
Not with all these migrants around.
I mean, my wife doesn't even let the kids play in the
Yeah, we
backyard
know what you
in a
voted
closed
for.
fence.
Look, if something's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. That's how I see it.
You know, I remember my sister I was young. She was a teenager. She had a couple of friends over the house. They locked her in the bathroom, and they stole all my mother's jewelry
Shut the
and my
fuck
parents'
up.
jewelry.
Her own friends.
Her own friends from high school.
I hope she
They were
got
like
it back.
sketchy friends. We called the cops. They got some of it back. Cause some of the guys that were there were not good people. They never found it. At the time, my sister got into a lot of trouble as a teenager in school. That my father sent her to Sicily to live for a year or two. She was there for like 2 years. And when we went, I remember when we went to go pick her up afterwards. She was like a totally different person.
Really?
Yeah, like totally. I couldn't even recognize my sister. The way she was speaking, the way
better
for
or
the better.
Did she go to like one of those communes? Like where the nuns were? and
No,
stuff?
she didn't get the. She went.
I'm
back to
asking,
my-
I don't
she went
know.
to Sicily, my
That's what I'm
grandmother's house.
saying. Oh, yeah,
we
but
didn't ship it to jail in
no,
Sicily.
I'm not saying jail, but like, she
No,
got those.
it's just because you're different around in Brooklyn at the time. In the this is now the late '80s.
Yeah.
what I'm talking about because I was young.
Like Wild Wild West.
No, this
what-
might
what
be
part of
early
Brooklyn?
'90s, Bensonhurst. But in high school, she was with the wrong crowd.
Yeah, but wasn't it good over there?
No, it was good, but she was with the wrong crowd. They had the little gangs over there. You know what I mean?
Right.
They had these little gangs over there. So
Us Long Island guys, we don't have to worry about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I
You
know.
what
You
I'm
usually call your $100,000 police officer to come take care of your shit.
Normally,
for you.
Long Island, they come around selling candies and you're gone forever.
Fucking ridiculous.
The people who are getting robbed in New York, those people live in Long Island. So they go rob people in Manhattan and then they go back home to Dix Hills or wherever they live.
So I quickly wanted to bring up, since Sicily wasn't the topic, have you guys seen the fucking floods
Yeah.
that some of the towns in Sicily are having?
No, I haven't.
Bro,
I
this
haven't
car
noticed.
is being taken away.
You see cars just floating away.
Right
like
into
the
the
amount
ocean.
of rain.
Floods,
Really?
brush fires over here. What's happening to the world?
You see the brush fires on Long Island?
I
saw 'em last
smell
week.
them. I smell them.
I saw one on getting on to the southern state from the Cross Island. There was a round brush fire right on the grass. I was like, "Holy shit, this shit is real."
So you know
Did you
that
guys hear that they're paying those guys who sing?
Oh, you
on
just
the
took it out of
gondola
The gondola.
150 grand.
A what?
yeah.
150 grand a year. to
Yo, go get
what?
your kayak. Let's go.
For what?
Because they were probably bought from a different company for them to get that much money.
You think it's like they have TLCs, like we have taxis here?
You know what I mean?
Where they
Like
get
I was
their
on those
license?
gondolas. I went there before I got married. We went to Venice, Rome, Sicily. Venice is nice. We were on the gondola. But I think they got purchased. The gondola riders were bought by another company. That's why they're able to make so much money.
I thought they were like independent,
So did I.
like contractor workers.
They were back
but
then.
I didn't think they were a
now
company.
I think they were back then, but now I think I'm making all this shit up. I have no-
union.
I have no clue what I'm talking about, bro.
It sounded good. I keep on going.
good.
It sounded legit.
great, and then he
You had
changed it,
my,
and I don't know
you
what
had
it
my
was.
ears.
I
Let's
have
go.
no clue. I lost materials, and then I had to give in.
It's all right. It's all right. Don't worry. So yeah, no, so 150 grand.
Yep. You going?
Let's get some driftwood. We can get it going. Fuck it.
But what do they do when you go on it? They just take you from one side of the
Yeah,
water to
they
the other.
take
That's
you.
it?
They take you underneath these bridges. They sing.
It's romantic, Frank.
They sang when you
Just
were
go to
on
the
it.
Venetian in
Yeah, they
Vegas,
sing.
and it's the same thing.
I did it there.
Oh,
What
you
was
did,
your
right?
request?
I don't know. They sing whatever
Just
they
the
want
water's
to
a
sing.
lot cleaner.
Really? That's it.
Yeah.
Whatever fills their heart.
We were there for Venice is like 2-3 days tops. That's it. You know, because there's nothing else
Never been
really.
there.
It's overrated, Venice. It's
It was
overrated.
nice. It's beautiful, bro.
It's overrated.
Listen.
We took the train there. You get off the train, and then all of a sudden you go get a taxi. Taxi's a fucking boat.
It's an aqua. There you
You
go.
know, it's pretty cool.
Then you fall in, and that's it.
And now you're septic.
Now you need a tetanus shot.
No, Venice is beautiful.
I
You know
don't know
what's
what their
beautiful?
pay
Rome is
rate
beautiful.
is.
What?
I don't know what their pay rate is over there, but like 150 grand. That's like a
That's
lot.
a lot
for
over there. It's insane.
that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But
Yeah.
you guys gotta one day in your lifetime go to Rome. Rome is so nice. Not only that it's so interesting to learn that you go in the train stations, right, in Rome, and you see like an ancient pillar from like thousands of years ago that's still standing there because you can't. Rome was built over the ancient city. Like the Rome now is built over the ancient city.
Yeah.
So it's insane. That's why you would go in the train stations. You see like these old pillars. Rome is really fascinating. Bro.
How is it possible these earthquakes don't take these ancient things down? Boom, Palazzo comes down.
I know, like the Colosseum was. So,
How was the Colosseum? I'm curious. I never. I mean, I watch Google. I Google videos.
Oh my
and
god,
stuff.
going in the Colosseum was
Is it-
sick.
Is
bro.
it really like what do you call it? The movie they're gonna redo.
Gladiator?
Gladiator too.
Well, I wonder if it was really like that.
Yeah, I think so.
Like, imagine this guy just fighting lions.
How
and
did they
stuff.
have
That's
it now?
crazy.
It's still all regular stone and dirt floors.
Still all regular stone. In the middle of the Colosseum, and you really can't walk in the middle. You could walk outside of it, inside though, but on the outside of it, and you could see the
there?
tunnels where they used to come out to start fighting. They used to,
Oh, wow.
you know what I mean? The
'Cause when I see
Colosseum is
pictures
sick.
of the Colosseum, I see like you're saying the center, but it looks like it's not one.
It's not. You can't like walk in.
That's
the
what I
center.
was thinking it
You
would
could walk on
be.
the outside, but because with time, I guess
I
they
guess it
just
eroded it.
yeah eroded it. So
Gotcha. Because I'm like, wait a minute, but how did they fight? There's like these, they're like all squared out. I'm like, I don't understand how this
Rome-
works.
Rome is really
go-
nice.
Can you go Can you go in the ends of where they come out from? Can you go in there or no?
no, you can't. They don't allow anyone in there.
That's the most important part. They
Yeah,
don't
but
allow
you still
in
see.
there.
You're like right over it
Yeah,
though.
but you know, not for nothing, but when you come here, we let you go up to the Crown and the Empire over there, the
No,
Labor
for
Liberty.
a long time they didn't let you do that no
But
more.
now they do. You could go up there, you all the way up. The Statue of Liberty. You go to Empire State Building, you go all the way up to the tip. Over there, they won't let you in. Over there, outside.
I don't think they will
Yeah,
let you in with this mustache right now. To be honest with you.
Listen, speaking
They'll
of
let me in with it.
Anyway, guys.
All right, I'll leave you guys with a game. How about that?
Oh, yeah, I was
got
about
a
to wrap
game.
it up. Let's hit a game.
All right, this one I don't have a name for it, but I'll name it.
name for it. Are you
I'll name
serious?
it. Guess this. All right,
Oh, guessed.
here we go. I'm round and used for baking something with tomatoes and cheese, sometimes anchovies and sometimes pepperoni. No pizza night would be complete without me. What am I?
Repeat that one more time.
I'm round and used for baking something with tomato and cheese, and sometimes anchovies and also pepperoni. No pizza night would be complete without me. What
Pizza
am I?
pan?
Pizza pan.
All right.
Yeah.
You got it.
Well,
I
I wrote pizza
All right.
stone, but pizza
No,
pan.
well, the
works.
stone itself
my
is
son.
usually that flat. It's not round.
You
I
got
told
it.
you the answer before you came in.
No.
We're
It's
gonna
round,
start this?
bro. All right, here we go. I'm sleek, stylish, and a symbol of Italian design.
Marcus.
Born before World War II, I've been zipping through cobblestone streets and city squares for decades. I'm more than just transportation. What am I?
Ferrari.
Avespa.
There you go, baby.
Ping, ping, ping. I'm not gonna lie. Enza told me the answer.
Yeah, we can't play games with her because she whispers them over you
I know.
like some kind of a. But stop it! I'm trying.
I bring good luck to a home, and you hang me by your front door and sometimes your rearview mirror.
The horn. This the good
The pepper.
the pepper.
The pepper.
Oopie
The red pepper. I'm green, liquid gold, and you drizzle me on almost everything from salads to pasta.
Oil.
Wow,
Olive
oil.
oil.
I'm layered, cheesy, and full of meat and vegetables.
Rainbow
Some say
cake.
I'm pasta, others call me a casserole, but I'm always baked to perfection.
Lasagna. Pasta
Lasagna.
phone or lasagna?
Yeah, beautiful. I'm small, golden, and fried.
Chicken cutlet.
Rice, meat, and a little bit of mozzarella.
No,
You'll
rice
find me
ball.
at party snacks at a bar.
Rice ball.
Yeah, arancine I wrote because I'm trying to keep it guinea here. but-
Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm small, crunchy, and shaped like a tiny loop or stick. Italians like dipping me in coffee.
Aminca.
Where's the cookie?
Un biscotto.
Biscotta.
I'm bent and I'm a little to the left. What am I?
You hang to the left? All right. I'm a lively dance that originated in southern Italy
Tarantella.
and involves fat. Fuck you. All right.
That's it.
I'm
Did you say
long-
those fat fucks? What were you gonna say?
I'm long, thin, and you might twist me around with a fork. Toss me in some
Spaghetti.
tomato
Spaghetti,
sauce and
come
slap my
on.
ass.
Bro, what did you get a kindergarten book and look the shit up? What,
Bro, I try to make it like
It's
if
like the little
I didn't-
panzoletta you read your little kids at
make
night.
it hard, bro.
All right, hold on. All right, I'm creamy, sweet, and spread me around in bread.
I'm Frank.
Sauce.
No,
You
creamy.
can eat me straight out of
Oh,
a jar.
creamy.
Mascarpone.
Mayonnaise.
Nutella.
No, wait, say that again.
Nutella.
Oh,
I
it's
said
Nutella. Okay.
All right, I'm sweet and creamy and layered with coffee-soaked biscuit.
Tiramisu.
I know, I'm trying. All right, I'm small, round, bread
tiramisu.
filled with creamy cheese. People often mistaken me for cheese, but I have a gooey surprise inside.
Ravioli.
Tortellini.
Gnocchi.
No.
No, gnocchi's not stuffed.
Stuff with potato.
The whole thing's potato.
Yeah, well.
Say it again. They're all wrong, right?
Yeah.
All right. So
You're
can
wrong.
you repeat that question one more time?
I'm a small, round, bread filled with creamy cheese, but it's not bread. People often mistaken me for cheese, but I have a gooey surprise inside.
Un cornetto.
No. Don't think bread. I don't know why it's bread.
Mozzarella and carrozza.
Mozzarella stick.
Burrata.
Oh, close.
That was way off.
Really?
You said
But you said breaded.
Yeah.
people bread it and deep fry it.
Who does that? I never seen burrata
Just
bread.
made it up. You got to go with the flow.
Bro, that wouldn't be bad. I would try that.
You have deep fried burrata?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I
Burrata?
could see that being good, actually.
Deep fried burrata?
Hell yeah.
With that said, fellas, thank you guys for sitting in on this with us.
Yeah, no
Thank you
problem.
for having us. Thank you for having me. Really, when you get me and Sal, we look alike. So we really
I want to thank you and your mustache who came up tonight.